Yes, it is almost finished. It is almost complete. Contra Force Ultimate. I just finished another 2 stages, and the whole area now of Super C is complete, and I am just finishing off the docks stage of the original Contra Force stage, and I'm excited because this is very, very close to being finished now. I only have, after the original stages of Contra Force are complete, then I have the Red Falcon's alien lair stages to do, which is essentially going to be the final boss areas that's going to be separated into multiple levels in itself. So it's not just going to be just like one stage. And I also want to add to the end, because people may think that, oh, you're just going to do a carbon copy of the original Red Falcon base. No, 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 no. I like what they did in the Super Nintendo version of Contra when they sort of added things from all of the Contras before it. And I'm basically making a play on that, except that I'm going to make it even longer than that. But I do want to add things, again, from all of the alien bases in all of the Contras that I played. That includes the original arcades, that includes the Nintendo version, the Super Nintendo version as well. So there's going to be some surprises in there. This could be the last video that I'm going to make before the game has actually been launched, because I don't really want to spoil the end parts, because I always want to give that just a little bit more impact for the player, like a little bit more of a wow factor. So, and also challenging as well. But I don't know, I like that surprise, you know what I mean? That's just like, ooh, you know, when I watch people play it, and I watch people on Twitch and they stream my games and stuff, when they think that it's this, and or they think that it's that, and then something out of nowhere comes in out of nowhere, and they just don't expect that, and they're just like, wow, that's the wow factor. So one of the stages that I did complete is called the Massacre Mountains, or the Mountains of Massacre, whatever you want to call them. And again, it is going to be a vertical type stage, just like the waterfall stage is. I have it, you know, you have to switch it up a little bit throughout, just like the original one did, where it can't just be all side scroller levels. You got to have these vertical ones in there sometimes. So that's what the game, or that's what the level is mostly. I got some really cool aspects in there in terms of, I got the boulders that fall down and roll along the ground, and in the original one, I believe that you could shoot them with your gun and destroy them. Now, you can destroy them in my version, along with a lot of other obstacles you may not know that you can destroy, but because I have secondary weapons for all of the characters, which are mostly explosive weapons, bazookas, grenades, rockets, whatever, and those are the weapons that you have to use. You have to use your sub weapon to destroy anything in the game that you couldn't destroy with your regular bullets. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then of course you got the big nuke blast on the screen that helps you out, and that will destroy everything anyway. And then and then it switches, so from vertical to horizontal, just like the original one did. And then you have to fight this weird alien ship at the end. I don't know what you want to call it, what you want to call it. I think it's just called the alien gunship or something like that in the original instruction manual. And it spits out a bunch of weird alien skulls at you, and it shoots out these weird amoebas that follow you and try to kill you. So that's a really cool, real cool boss. And then you finish him, and then that's the end of essentially the Super Contra area. Then it goes on to the Contra Force area, and it starts with the docks. And the docks is really cool because, again, it is going to be just a side scroller type stage, but it's separated kind of in the middle from outside of the docks, and then inside, you go inside this, I don't know what you want to call it. It's like a factory in a way, like a hangar. And I've got these really cool, what do you call it? The pistons that go up and down, and it's got the moving floors on the bottom as well, the conveyor belts, and it's got these crates that fall down and try to squish you, and it's got these really neat, it's got your typical platformer stuff that's really neat. You know, you got the platforms that go from side to side and everything like that. So I'm just basically taking what the original Contra Force had in it, and I'm just making it just like 1,000 times better. Now on to some comments. One guy suggested that my bullets should not disappear after a while on the characters, and that the actual enemies' bodies themselves should not disappear. Well, the problem with that is, well, for starters, the original bullets in the original game did not go the distance of the screen. I'm not talking about Contra, I'm talking about Contra Force here. Not only that, it also makes the character Smith less effective because he has the longest range in the game because he is the sniper. So that's why I'm not changing that. And also, I can't make the bodies of the enemies stay on the screen forever because the enemies constantly get, what do you call it, respawned indefinitely. So that means the levels will just get covered with so many sprite bodies, which takes up actual, you know, information on your computer. It actually takes up, I don't know what you want to call it, the CPU. It takes up the CPU and it takes up the RAM and everything else, and it's eventually just gonna lag everything out. So I can't have it where you have like a million dead bodies on the screen that just stay there. Not only that, it would look cluttered as hell. Like you'd have all these just dead you'd have all these dead soldiers' bodies all over the place. So I don't know, you get weird suggestions from people sometimes, but that's why I can't do that. Now, another comment, of course, is about a game that they want remade, and it is popular, and that is Back to the Future. They want Back to the Future is one of the most popular ones, along with Silver Surfer, that they want me to recreate. Now, of course, I can do that, and maybe I will do that, but the two problems with it is that I have so many games that are unfinished already on the back burner, like, and I've already suggested, and I've already made a video announcing that I am remaking Rondo of Blood after that, which I'm very excited about working on that. So Back to the Future, I'm not too excited on remaking it. I know I can make it better, but it's like meh. And Silver Surfer again is meh, and I don't think that very many people would want to play it, to be honest with you. Like, lots of people suggest these remakes, and a lot of them are from, of course, you know, Angry Video Game Nerd to recreate them and make them better. And that's what I originally started with when I did Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But the problem is that those are the least played games, okay? The games that I remake, aside from Friday the 13th, the games that I remade from Angry Video Game Nerd, they don't get a lot of traction. Like even Fester's Quest, not a lot of people really wanted to play that. Like, I come out with them and I test them and I see how many people are interested in them before I go, you know, full blown with a remake on it. And people aren't really that interested in them. They are interested in like the classic, the top games that came out for NES, just the super fun games, are the ones that have great themes. Like Castlevania, like, exploded. It was fantastic. People love Castlevania. Contra, same thing. I get tons and tons and tons of people emailing me and commenting all the time, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? You know? So I'm mostly sticking, I think, to those games rather than the actual remaking all of Series 1 AVGN games. And then the last question is, where can you get my games? Well, it's always at the end of every single one of my videos. It's on my website. That's retrovideogames.store. And yeah, that's about it. So, you know, Merry Christmas to everyone. Well, Merry late Christmas to everyone, because I didn't come out with a video beforehand. And of course, Happy New Year. Contra Force Ultimate should be complete at the beginning of next year, maybe in the first month. You never know. You'll have to stay tuned. But like I said, I think this may be the final video before the game will actually come out. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button over there. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see another one, just click over there. And I will see you guys in next video.